Okay, so far we've learned about our Cartesian plane or coordinate plane. We've learned how to draw our x and y axes, and we've learned how to identify where points are. But we're going to work in the opposite direction now, and we're going to plot some points ourselves. Now, one of the most important things is to remember that our numbers are on the line here. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm using 2 boxes for each of these. So the first thing you guys are going to want to do is to pause the video and into your notes copies, draw this grid. Draw exactly the same grid as I have here. Okay, so once you've done that, we're going to follow up with some questions. We're going to plot the following points: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and the coordinates are given to us. Of course, the thing to remember in each case is that it is X followed by Y. We walk and then we jump. So A is the point -1, 2. Now back up to our grid here. X-axis, we go as far as -1, and then we jump up to 2. So we go to -1, then we jump up to 2. And that's where we plot the point A. And you notice it is at the intersection of points. It's like a crossing over place. Next, we're doing B. So X is 3 and Y is 2. We go over to 3 and then we go up to 2. And it's right at the crossover point there. That's B. So our points are not the main mistake people make. They draw their points in the middle of boxes like this, and that's not the case. The points must be on the intersection of lines here when they're whole numbers. The point C, 3 minus 5. So I go over to 3 and I go down, down, down to -5. And that's where the point C is. The point D is -4 minus 1. So again, on my x-axis, I go over to -4 and then I go down to -1. -1 is over here. So that's the point D. And I can write the letter anywhere that makes it neat enough. The point E, 4 minus 2. So over to 4, down to -2. That's the point E. Sometimes I like to put a circle around them to highlight them even more. You don't have to do that, but you can do that if you feel that your dots are too small. F is -1 minus 2. So I go over to -1 and then down as far as -2. It's the point F. G is the point 0, 1. Okay, so now it's a little bit strange because we've got a 0 in here. That means that my X direction is 0 movement, and my Y direction is 1. So I don't go anywhere left or right, but I do go up to 1. And that's the point G, and I am going to highlight that one. So it's on the Y-axis. It's on the Y-axis. H then is 2, 0. So now X is 2, but Y is 0. So I do go over 2 spaces, but I don't go up or down. There's H. So for H, it's on the X-axis. I didn't go up or down in my Y direction. I didn't go left or right in my X direction here. I is 0 minus 4, so I'm not going anywhere left or right. 0 for my X direction, -4 for my Y direction. I come down to -4, and that is I. I is on the Y-axis. And J, -3, 0. I do go over to -3, but then I don't go up or down. So there's J. J is on the X-axis. X-axis. So there are our points all plotted. Some of them have circles around them, and you don't have to do that. It just sometimes makes the points stand out a little bit more when you're looking at them. We had some follow-up questions then. In which quadrant do the points A and E lie? So A, Now remember our quadrants, which we wrote down the last time. We start here. This is our first quadrant. This is our second quadrant. We're always going anti-clockwise around like this. This is our third quadrant, and this is our fourth quadrant. It's really important all the way to Leaving Cert. You need to know that. So the point A then, here's A. A is in my second quadrant. A is in the second quadrant. And the point E, let's take a look at where I've plotted it. Here it is in the fourth quadrant. What if I'd asked where G, H, or I are? They're not in any particular quadrant. They are on an axis. Okay, so anything that's between the axes is in one of the four quadrants. Otherwise, it is on an axis. Okay, so make sure you have those notes taken down into your notes copy, and you will be doing some practice with this next. Thank you.